Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a while since I was here. I was a bit busy with work. Today, we'll continue with our lesson on package management. We're going to start with 29, package management, pip, and virtual environments, Venv, to use libraries built by other developers for web scraping, AI, data analysis, etc. On your computer, you use the pip command line tool to prevent version conflicts between different projects. Python uses virtual environments, Venv, to isolate dependencies. For example, first, we need to create a virtual environment. Please follow the steps I'm about to perform. First, we need to go to the Microsoft Store, search Python 3.13. Click on the first option that appears and download it. Now we switch to VS Code. Click on the terminal and we need to write this code. Python-mvenvnenyn. Then we're going to write /mynem/scripts/activate. After that, we're going to write this code. As you can see, we have successfully created our virtual environment. Now we're going to write pip install requests and click enter. Now that it's installed, we can start writing our code. 30. Mini project. Fetching data from an API. A real-world console application combining external libraries, error handling, and JSON parsing to pull live data from an internet web service. API. For example, import requests. Def get crypto price URL equals FHTTPSS://AIPI coinchcaco.com/APIV 3 simple price IDs equals currencies equals USD try response requests get URL data response JSON price data print F current coin ID upper price except exception print failed to fetch data check your internet connection or coin ID get crypto price Bitcoin. (31) Object-oriented programming. Encapsulation. Used to prevent data or variables inside a class from being modified directly from the outside. We hide a variable by adding 2 underscores to the beginning of its name. To access or update these hidden values, we write special getter and setter methods. For example, class bank account, def init self, owner, balance, self, owner equals owner, self, balance equals balance. Def get balance self. Return self balance. Def deposit self amount. If amount 0, self balance plus equals amount. Account equals bank account FE1000. Account deposit 500. Print account. Get balance. "32 magic methods, dunder methods. These are special methods in Python that have double underscores at the beginning and end of their names. They give custom powers to our classes. For example, we use them to define what appears on the screen when we print an object, or what happens when we add two objects together. For example, class book, def init, self, title, author. Self, title equals title, self. Author equals author. Def, stir. Return f self, title, author. My book equals book. Python guide, Alex. Print, am I book. "33 asynchronous programming, asyncio, async, and await. If we want to continue running other parts of a program without waiting for a slow task to finish, we use asynchronous programming. For example, when downloading 5 different files from the internet, we can start the other downloads without waiting for the first one to finish, saving massive amounts of time. For example, import asyncio, async def, fetch data, print, data download started. Await asyncio, sleep, 2, print, data downloaded successfully. Async def main, await asyncio, gather, fetch data, asyncio, run, main. "34 custom context managers. This is the logic behind the with open structure we saw in item 13. These are structures that automatically open a resource when a process starts and safely close that resource when the process ends, even if an error occurs. They are built by writing enter and exit methods inside classes. For example, class managed file, def init, self file name, self file name equals file name, def enter, self file equals open, file name, w, return self, file, def exit, self, xx type, xx val, xtb, if self, file, close, with managed file, txt, as ff, f, right, context manager is working. 36 regular expressions, ray module, used to find specific text patterns inside strings. For example, it is a fantastic tool to filter out and extract all email addresses, phone numbers, or just numbers from a large block of text. For example, import re, text equals, you can reach me at fa@email.com or alex@email.com. Emails equals re. Find all, rizaz09, %+ negative plus at a zaz09, azaz2 text. Print emails. "37 database management, SQLite 3 module. Instead of storing data in text files, this means storing it in an organized database consisting of rows and columns, just like in professional applications. With the built-in SQLite library in Python, you can create databases without installing anything external. For example, import SQLite 3. Connection equals SQLite 3. Connect users db cursor equals connection. Cursor, execute create table if not exists. Users, name text, age, integer, cursor, execute, insert into users values, F18, connection, commit, cursor, execute, print, cursor, fetch all, connection, close. 38. Professional logging, logging module. Using the print function in the software you develop is not a professional approach. Instead, the logging module is used to record what the program is doing behind the scenes and what errors it receives into a log file based on severity levels like info, warning, or error. For example, import logging. Logging. Basic config, level equals logging. Info. Logging. Info. System started successfully. Logging. Warning. Memory usage is rising. Logging. Error. Failed to connect to the database. (39) Code testing, unit testing, unidist module. The safest way to know if you broke something while fixing a section of a large project is to write tests for your code. The unidist module automatically checks whether your functions produce the correct outputs for the inputs you provide. For example, import unidist, def multiply AAB, return a class test math operations, unidist, test case, def test multiply, self, assert equal, dot map, multiply 3, 4, 12, self, assert equal, SML -1, 5, -5, if name equals main, unidist, main, exit equals false. (40) Mini project, database-backed system with logging. A full prototype system combining the advanced object-oriented programming databases with SQLA3 and error handling that you have learned up to this point, while also saving every action taken into a log file in the background. For example, import SQLI3, import logging, logging, basic config, level logging, info, class database manager, def init, self, db name, self, con SQL like 3, connect, .db name, self, cursor self, con, cursor, self, cursor, execute, create table if not exists logs, message text, self, con, commit, def log to db self, action, try, self, cursor, execute, insert into logs values, action, self, con, commit, logging, info, save to database, action, accept exception as error, logging, error, logging error, def, close, self, con, close, db database manager, app, db, log to db user, logged in, db, close. We've reached the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.